Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the AIB 16th cohort 2021, whose examination going to be conducted on 31st October 2021. Yes, if you could see my screen, please unmute and read what I put on the screen. Yes, anyone can unmute. Only one can unmute and read what I put on the screen so that I could know that you are hearing me and I am hearing you and both are traveling in the same boat. Hurry
Sir,
up.
good evening. Sir, good evening, sir.
Good
Namaskar,
evening.
good morning, Suprabhat, Vanakkam, and Hajabari Asubhi. Sir, Indian Air Force Day, 8th October. The Indian Air Force will celebrate its 89th anniversary on 8th October 2021. Rehearsals for an air display to mark the occasion will start on October 1st. The air display to mark the Air Force 89th, sir, 89th anniversary will commencement at 8 a.m. with flag boring sky divers of the Akash Ganga team dropping out of an 32 aircraft in colorful canopies. Professor Dr. Muhammad Sahib Hussain.
Yes, sooner or later that you will be quite good in reading the things, but canopies, that is CANOPIS, canopies, and the comments, that is 8 a.m., flag bearing, and skydivers, these are the things one should have to keep in the mind. And now let us come to the Grannam, that is the Constitution of India, multiple choice question. Let us start the first question. Which amendment did not bring by the government were challenged in the Keshavananda Bharati case? Yes, I say did not bring. That is the wording they put it over there. What it means by did not bring? Yes. Which amendment did not bring by the government were challenged in the Keshavananda Bharati case law? Is the 24th, 25th, 26th, 28th amendment? Which amendment it is challenged? See, everybody knows Keshavananda Bharati case is famous for a basic structure case. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
And now you tell me which amendment made it. This is the different type of the question asking style. So here the government headed by the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi had enacted a major amendment to the constitution, that is the 25th, 24th, 25th, 26th and 29th of the constitution. She made it over there. So the right answer is 28 is not there, did not there, but 24th is there, 25th is there, 26th is there, 29th is there. That's why it did not bring the government. Means 28th is not touched over there. Hence, the answer for the first question is 28. Sir, do they ask such a thing also? Yes, they may twist it, they may ask the question in a different style also. If you could ask that, what is Keshavananda Bharati case says about? Immediately everybody says that is about the basic structure case law, sir.
Sir, that is
Because
an Kesavananda Bharati versus the state of Kerala, 1973. That is an case, sir.
yes, and everybody knows that thing because it is easy to remember the thing. And now another point that I would like to say, the second question is evolution of the basic structure doctrine was discussed in the following three cases, but not in one among the four. What is that?
D, sir.
Yes, no. Evolution of the basic structure doctrine was discussed in the following three cases, but not in one among the four. Because Shankari Prasad case is basic structure. Maneka Gandhi case, is it a basic structure?
No, sir.
No, it is not a basic structure. It
It
is
is
a
an
due
passport case, sir.
process. Yes?
It is an passport case, sir.
Yes, the due process should be followed. That is the case law, Article 21. It relates to Article 21. Shankari Prasad case law, yes, is follow the basic structure. Sajjan Singh case law, yes, follows the basic structure. Keshavananda Bharati case law, yes, says about the basic structure. But the Maneka Gandhi case versa, it will not say that the basic structure. It say due process should be followed. That is Article 21. One cannot impound somebody's passport without any legal justification. Yes. Number three, Maneka Gandhi or Menaka Gandhi
Article
versus
20,
Union of India, 1978 case law refers which article? Just now I told you.
21, sir. C.
Just now I told you. That's why I told you. No,
Sir,
it is deals about Article 21. Yes. And the fourth case is, question is, in April 1985, the Supreme Court delivered a judgment on the maintenance of the divorced Muslim would be entitled to receive from her former husband in the case of A. Saira
Bano,
Bano,
sir.
B. Daniel Latif, C. Muhammad Ahmad Khan, D. Shamimara.
Yes, sir. Shaira Bano case.
Please read the question. Sayara Bano case is the triple
Sir,
talaq
sir,
case.
sir. See, sir. See, sir. Muhammad Ahmad Khan versus
Yes.
Shah.
C. Shabano case la in 1985. It's the C is the right answer. Muhammad Ahmad Khan versus Shabano Begum case law is the relevant case law for the fourth question. Answer. Because Daniel Latif, they challenged it, the loof. They say it is against the amendment which is made in that government. They challenged it. Daniel Latif case say no. What the amendment did is the right is not against the Article 14, Article 19, Article 21 also, and the different articles what they stated here. Okay, next fifth question is, please mute. I am getting the sound. Please mute. When you say that here at the time, you can unmute it. Yes. Fifth question. In Indra Sahani verdict also held that there would be a reservation only in the initial appointments and not promotions. But the government through this amendment introduced Article Dash to the Constitution, empowering the state to make the provision for the reservation in matter of promotion to SC/ST employees for the state feels that they are not adequately represented. Please, you are speaking. You are speaking, Tanvir Sultana. You are speaking because I could hear your voice, Tanvir Sultana. Please mute it. Yes, when you want to give the answer at the time that you give the answer, because your private dialogue, I could see, I could hear you. Okay, now, which is the case law which is introduced in the Indra Sahni case? Is it Article 16.1a, Article 16.2 capital A, Article 16.3 capital A, Article 16.4 capital A? Which article was introduced? Where it is given the state government to provision for the reservation in the matter of the promotion to the ST/ST employees if the state feels they are not adequately represented. What article is introduced? Anyone? Shoot it even though it is wrong, doesn't matter. Because there is a no negative marks. Anyone? Unmute and give the answer for that one.
Sir, B, sir, Article 16.2, capital A.
Yes, it is the D, Article 16.4, capital A is the right answer. The D is the right answer where that article was introduced, where it is given the state government to make the representation adequately in the case of the SC/ST employees. That is the famous case law, that is the Indra Sahni case law. It is a cap also, cap case law we can also say. Yes, 50% reservation should be there. That is a cap case law also, another name for that case law. Number 6, innovating jurisprudence to prevent the sexual harassment at the workplace was decided in the case of Dash. Nilabati
Vishaka,
Behra,
sir.
yes,
Vishaka
you are
versus state
right.
of
It is the Vishaka versus state of Rajasthan. In that case law, it is the workplace which is discussed over there. Of course, Nilabati Behra is the state liability is concerned, and Punita Sodi, even I did not have an idea regarding the Punita Sodi. Okay, come to the point. The seventh question, since there was no legislation in India related to the sexual harassment at the workplace, the court stated that it was free to rely on the conventions on the elimination of all forms of the discrimination against the women. That is SCDAW, signed by the India in 1980. In interpreting Dash, which one among them is correct? Which one among them is correct? Yes. Today is only 15. Yeah. Repeat. Uma. Anyone? Because Uma said something. When you give the answer, please give the answer. Suppose if the answer is B, you should say B, Article 14, 15, 19, and 215 of the Constitution.
Article. Please, sir, answer.
Tanvir Sultana, I told you already that when you want to give the answer, you have to give in the style which I just said.
Maybe C also.
It is the answer is for the seventh question is a B, that is Article 14, 15, 19, and 215 Constitution, but not C, because C there is a 16 is there. The right answer is B is the right answer. That is introduced in that case law where the sexual harassment would not be there, where that India became a party for it. So these articles were introduced are based on that, connected to the workplace harassment. Okay, eighth question. Accepting passive euthanasia. I don't know how many people know what is euthanasia. Can anybody tell me? Can anyone can tell me what is euthanasia? If you don't know, say pass on.
Sir, pass on, sir.
Killing oneself.
Right
Killing
to death.
oneself. Accepting the passive euthanasia is being a constitutional was decided in the case of, I given the A, B, C, D. A, that is P, Rathinam case. B, State of Kerala case. C, Aruna Ramchandran Shanbag case. Please, you don't
Versus
discuss. You don't discuss because your discussion will be. You give the answer for that one. What
C, sir.
I told you whenever giving the answer, how to give the answer, I told you just now.
అది బార్ కౌన్సిల్ లెక్చరర్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ చెప్తున్నాడు
అయ్యా క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ ఇస్తాను అయ్యా అయ్యా నీ మాటలు నాకు వినబడుతున్నాయి మ్యూట్ చేసి మాట్లాడండి వెన్ యు ఆర్ గివింగ్ ద ఆన్సర్ ఎట్ ద టైమ్ యూ కెన్ అన్మ్యూట్ అండ్ గివ్ మీ ద ఆన్సర్ ద రైట్ ఆన్సర్ హియర్ ఈస్ అరుణ రామచంద్ర షన్బాగ్ వర్సెస్ యూనియన్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా. ద రైట్ ఆన్సర్ ఫర్ దిస్ వన్ ఈస్ Aruna Ramchandran Shanbag versus Union of India, where passive euthanasia being constitutional was decided in this case law, that the C, Aruna Ramchandran Shanbag versus Union of India. That is the right answer. Now let us go to the ninth question. Justice K.C. Puttaswamy. Kipparao Bapu, you are speaking. Please mute it. I could hear your voice. Okay, next come to the 9. Tipparapu Bapu, you mute it, I told you. Yes. Now let us come to the Puttaswamy versus Union of India reaffirmed. What is reaffirmed? Right to life, right to respect, right to privacy, right to liberty. Which one is the right?
Right, sir.
Right to privacy, sir.
C, right to privacy as a fundamental right in Indian jurisprudence. That is the style of giving the answer. So I gave the answer already. See, right to privacy as a fundamental right in the Indian jurisprudence that was decided in case Puttaswamy versus Union of India reaffirmed. That is the Aadhaar card case law. Okay, next come to the next case is Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India. Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India decided on the following theme. What is the theme? A, criminalized homosexuality. B, decriminalized homosexuality. C, decriminalized homosexuality by taking or striking of the parts. Or D, decriminalization homosexuality by citing of the parts of section 377 of the Indian Penal Code. Which one is the right answer? Sir, all are seems to be same. No, it is not the same. You check it.
Sir,
There is a difference.
discriminalized consensual sexuality. Discriminalized.
You say first the ABCD one, then you read the rest of the things. Anyone?
Sir, discriminalized heterosexuality by striking off parts of 377 of Indian Penal Code. C.
Sir, C is the correct, sir.
Answer is D. Answer is D. Decriminalize homosexuality by striking of the parts of the section 377 of the Indian Penal Code. That is the theme of Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India. 11. Grannam is a dash meaning fundamental norm. The jurist and legal philosopher Hans Kelsen coined the term to refer to the fundamental norms, orders, or rule that forms an undergoing basis of legal system. Whether Grannam is a French word, Latin word,
Sir.
ఫ్రెంచ్
C,
వర్డ్
sir.
ఫ్రెంచ్ వర్డ్
C, sir. German, sir.
it is a C, German word. It is a C, German word. Shayyad Shafiuddin, when you speak, then you can mute it. Otherwise, I am getting the resound. Okay, now let us come to the point. Those who are using, please use the earphone. Headphone is very much. Otherwise, if you don't use the earphone, I could get the resound. Okay, now let us come to the next 12th question. Dash of the Constitution of India prescribes that the union or the state shall not make any law that takes away or abridges any of the fundamental rights, and any law made in contravention of the aforementioned mandate shall, to the extent of the contravention, be void. Which article says? Article 13, Article 13, clause subarticle 1, Article 13, subarticle 2, Article 13, subarticle 3. Which article is the appropriate article which says regarding the statement which I just before I read? Make a
Article
strike.
13, subarticle 1.
C is the right answer. Article 13, subarticle 2 is the right answer for that 12th question. Now let us come to the question 13. The higher the courts are also approached to rule on question of legislative competence, mostly in the context of the center-state relations, since dash of the constitution read with the dash contemplates a clear demarcation as well as a zone of intersection between the lawmaking powers of the Union Parliament and the various state legislature. What are the two dash? A. Article 245 and 7 schedule. B. Article 246, 7 schedule. C. Article 246 and 6 schedule. And D. Article 246 and 8 schedule. Which one is the appropriate in the two blanks? Use your toss. Use your luck. Use your sixth sense. Use your intuition. And shoot it. Even though it is wrong, doesn't matter. The right answer is B. Article 246 and 7th schedule is the right answer for the 13th question. Next, 14th question. This entitlement to constitutional remedies is itself a fundamental right and can be enforced in the form of writs evolved in dash. Constitutional law, common law, administrative law, criminal law.
Constitutional law.
The first and foremost, the writs are evolved in, not in constitutional law. It is taken from there, from the common law. So the right answer is
Constitution.
B.
Common law. There is a common law. There is a good saying is there. When I was teaching the law of tort, I used to teach to my students. Common law never die. Common law never die. Even though it die, it will rule from the grave. Even though it will die, it will rule from the grave. Grave, grave. That is the answer for that one. Okay, 15th question. With the advent of dash and dilution of the concept of locus standi, that is the right or capacity to bring an action or to appear in the court, in recent decades, dash has been creatively interpreted to shape the innovative remedies such as a continuing mandamus for ensuring the executive agency comply with the judicial directions. What is the two dashes?
Writ jurisdiction, Article 32, sir.
32, sir. B.
Writ jurisdiction, Article 32, or public interest litigation and Article 32.
Yes, sir.
Writ, sir.
No,
Writ
it is
jurisdiction.
a public interest litigation under Article 32. These
Sir,
are the things.
mandamus.
Right answer. Even
Continuous
you can
mandamus.
use the writs in the public interest litigation. But here the
Okay.
appropriate word is, with the advent of the public interest litigation, with the new concept it is there. And who is the famous person for the public interest litigation?
MC Mehta.
MC Mehta, I appreciate. Yes, all the cases regarding the MC Mehta is environmental pollution. Okay, next come to the 16th question. Can anybody read the 16th question?
So the Supreme Court therefore has established the foundational principles for the exercise of its judicial review jurisdiction traceable to the dash of the Constitution.
So here I have given the articles. See, Article A, Article B, Article C that I have given it. Which one is the appropriate articles which mentioned there? Yes. Anyone? See that I have given the articles, Article 13, 32, 136, 147, and 142 and 147. The Supreme Court therefore has established the fundamental principle for the exercise which is judicial review. For the judicial review, these are the articles can be used over there. Sir, for judicial review, generally for the High Court, it is a 226. For the Supreme Court, it is a 32. But whether judicial review jurisdiction traceable in these articles also. Number A, Article 13, 32, 136, 142, 147. B, Article 12, 32, 136, 142, 147. Then C, Article 13, 32, 136, 141, and 147. D, Article 13, 32, 137, 142, and 147. The right answer is A, Article 13, 32, 136, 142, and 147. These are the articles where we can approach the judicial review. Because definitely 32 is there because it is the apex court I am speaking. And so that's why I wrote the Supreme Court there. Otherwise, I would have to say the 26 also. Okay, 17 is a easy question. Can anybody will read and give the answer?
Sir, the High Court's judicial review jurisdiction is anchored in dash article of the Constitution. The article is 226.
Very good. Because just before I revealed you, even the Supreme Court is the Article 32, judicial review or the writ, even the High Court, we can tap in the Article 226. But anyway, that I appreciate Bahubali. 18th question. The Constitution bench decisions in the Naga People's Movement of the Human Rights versus Union of India, that is the 1982 case law, etc., has extended the court's review jurisdiction. I have given the A, B, C, D. These are the things which I have given over there. And there is only one is right. For instance, you take A, to cover only the administrative decisions, but to domain the hitherto regarded as an exclusive preserve of the legislature, so on and so forth. Then C is to cover not only the industrial decisions, but to domain hitherto regarded as the exclusively end of the legislation. And the last one is to cover not only the constitutional decisions, but to domains hitherto regarded as the exclusive preserve of the legislatures. So sometimes you have to know what is the principle evolved in the case law. Like the Keshavananda Bharati case law, a basic structures cannot be changed. And regarding the what is Sahani? That is, you say a Sahani case law, cap 20 means 50-50, and the state is having the power to increase the promotion also in the state level because of the virtue of the article which is mentioned over there. And if you say the case law, for instance, that is can you say Menaka Gandhi versus Union of India, we can clearly say that it is a passport importing case law. It means it is Article 21, because that is the gist of that case law. So some cases you can easily make it out what the principles are behind it. In the same manner, in this case law also, the principle behind is C, that is the D, to cover not only the constitutional decisions, but to domains hitherto regarded as exclusively preserve the legislature. Sir, how could you know, sir, it is the cases? Yes, it will not be known to you. But if you have the wide spectrum of the knowledge, at that time, you can easily, your sixth sense goes and tell you that, oh, among the A, B, C, D, oh, this may be the right answer. Automatically, without your knowledge, your sixth sense go and stops over there if you have the wide spectrum of the cases, because he can ask the question the way that he wants. But anyway, that out of 100, if you have the broad spectrum of reading, I am sure that you will do nearly more than 50%. That's my but that's my notion, and it is my ambition also. You should score in that way. Okay, but how if you get the 90 also doesn't make any difference to you, because qualifying marks are only 40. Yes, 19th question is dash a Latin for on the face of it is a legal term typically used to note that A document's explicit terms are defective without further investigation. What is dash? Ex officio, ex libris,
Excretia.
ex facie, ex gratia.
Ex facie, sir.
Ex facie, because on the face of it, is the ex facie is a appropriate term over there. Ex officio means a person who is holding the office earlier, or person. Ex libris, it is something like that. But ex gratia, it is the solace given by the government. Okay, now 20th is match the words and terms in part 2 and with its meaning in part, sorry, both part 2 I wrote it, no. It's the part 1 and part 2, you have to manage it, okay. Local standi, interviewers, prima facie, pactus and servanda, it is in part A side. Part 2 side, between living people, especially of a gift as opposed to a legacy. B, right of party to an action to appear that he heard by the court. C, agreements must be kept or agreements are legally binding. On the D, on the face of it. Now you can match it. Which one is the right? 1B, 2A, 3D, 4C, 1B, 2D, 3A, 4C, 1B, 2A, 3C, 4D, 1A, 2B, 3D, 4C. Yes. Sir, we don't know how we do. You can use it. Local stand-I means you should have the base to argue the case.
Sir, D, sir, D. 1A, 2B, 3D, 4C, sir, D.
Answer is A. 1B, 2A, 3D, 4C. I repeat, because here see, the feedback I have given. Intervals means between living people, especially of a gift as opposed to the legacy. Local stand-I, right of the party to an action to appear and be heard by the court. You don't have the local standard to ask the questions to me. People say, means you don't have such a base to ask such a question because your question is baseless. Okay, pacta and servanda, agreement, what is the annotation required? Okay, the pacta center servanda, and here I am showing that my cursor, agreement must be kept or agreement are legally binding. That is the pacta center servanda. And prima facie means on the face of it. If the prima facie case is not there, means on the prima facie, on the face of it, it cannot stand over there. So these are the terms which generally that we could come across in the Constitution. Yes. Now let us come to the 21. Which amendment of the Constitution known as mini Constitution? 40th Amendment, 41st Amendment, 42nd Amendment, 43rd Amendment. Yes.
Act. C, sir.
I told you, you have to give the answer like a Professor Hussain students.
It's B 41st Amendment Act.
Run. What Pamela said is right. Repeat,
42,
Pamela.
sir. 42, sir.
It is not Professor
See.
Hussain. Student will use such an answer. Professor Hussain student you answer like that one. 21st
answer is
question.
C, sir.
The answer is C, 42nd Amendment Act. That is the set of giving the answer. Don't say C. Don't say read on the 42nd Amendment. You should say that for the question number 21, answer is C, 42nd Amendment Act. That is the appropriate answer because here I have given all the in feedback also. Even you could look into the feedback and give the answer also. So the 42nd Amendment Act 1976 is one of the most important amendment to the Indian Constitution. It was enacted by the Indian National Congress headed by the Indira Gandhi. Due to the large number of the amendments this act has brought to the Indian Constitution, it is also known as a mini Constitution. So 21st question, which country has the world's shortest written constitution? Is it Morocco, Monaco, Vatican or American?
Sir, Monaco, sir.
You have to give the answer like a Professor Hussain
Sir.
student.
Sir, 22nd question, sir. And then the B, Monaco is the smallest, sir.
Yes,
One
that is
question.
the answer. For the 22nd question, answer is B, Monaco. That is the world's shortest written constitution. Okay, here I have given the feedback. The planet's second smallest nation area is Vatican City. It has world's shortest constitution adopted in 1962 during the reign of the prince, that is the Prince Rainier III, the governing document of the Monaco, the currently clocks into the 3,814 words are there. Now I will check it in the Indian Constitution. So India's world constitution in the world's longest according to the CCP. Then how many words are there in Indian Constitution? Sir, we know only the world's longest constitution, but we did not count the words, sir. You need not to count the words. You can remember the words. Which is the
Sir,
words here
23rd
given?
question. Sir, 23rd question, answer is the B, 1,46,485 words, sir.
For the 23rd question, answer is C, 146,385 words. Means C, 146,385 words is the correct answer for the 23rd question. That is India's constitution, world largest constitution having those words. Okay. Now, how many words dash in Monaco constitution? So A, B, C, D. So 3,800.
Sir, 24th answer is D, sir, 3,814, sir.
Yes, the answer for the 24th question is Monaco constitution having the D answer is 3,814 is the answer for the Monaco constitution words. Okay, the 7,762 words of the US Constitution is generally considered dash written national constitution still in use. Is the world's second oldest, world's oldest, world last but one oldest, or the world latest? I wrote the A, B, C, D. Which one is the appropriate answer for that US Constitution? Shoot, even though it is wrong, doesn't matter.
Sir, D, sir, world's latest, sir. Sir, 25th answer is the D, world's latest, 7,762.
Wrong. Is the world latest wrong? 25th answer is B, world's oldest constitution. World's oldest constitution. For 25th question, answer is B. Okay, the world oldest. 26th. Can anyone unmute and read?
Which article was added in the 44th Amendment of 78?
1978.
B, sir, answer.
Answer is Article 308.
Yes, you are right. 26th right answer is Article 300 capital A is the right answer. I repeat, for the 26th question, the right answer which is added in the 44th Amendment of 1978 is Article 300 capital A. So here also again, the 44th Amendment of the 1978 removed the right to property from the list of the fundamental rights. A new provision, Article 300 capital A, was added to the Constitution, which provided that no person shall be deprived of his property save by the authority of law. Okay, 27th question, it is, what is the latest amendment to the Constitution of India 2021? 103?
B, sir. 104.
104.
The answer is C, 105. As of the
Five.
August 2021, there have been 105 amendments of the Constitution of India since it was first enacted in 1950. Answer is C, 105 amendment is the latest amendment to the Constitution of India in the year 2021. Okay, next 28th question. The Constitution Dash Act 1971 was passed on the 5th November 1971. This amendment aimed to overturn the Supreme Court's decision in the LK Golaknath versus State of Punjab, which prohibited the Parliament from curtailing the fundamental rights in any manner. In which amendment it is made in the 1971? A, 21st Amendment. B, 22nd Amendment. C, 23rd Amendment. D, 24th Amendment. Shoot, even though it is wrong, doesn't matter.
24,
C,
sir.
23rd. C,
B, sir.
23rd.
The right
23rd
answer for
amendment.
the 28th question is D,
D, sir.
24th Amendment. The right question for the 28th answer is answer D, 24th Amendment. Okay. Now the 29th question. Which country has no written constitution? Sierra Leone, Congo, see Djibouti, or none of the above? Shoot. Say.
None of the above.
None of the above is the answer. Because UK along with the New Zealand and Israel, these are the three countries who doesn't have the written constitution. UK, New Zealand and Israel, these are the three countries who doesn't have the written constitution. Even Sierra Leone is there, it is a French colony, and Congo is there, it is also Republic of Congo, it is a French colony. Djibouti is there very near to the Eritrea, and I don't think they Djibouti also they will speak the Kiswahili. Okay, but the three countries, UK and New Zealand and Israel, they don't have the written constitution. Yes. 30th question. See, part 1 and part 2. Part 1, Vox Populi. 2, Sue Moto. 3, Quid pro quo. 4, Amicus Curiae. In part 2, a friend of a court, member of the bar who is appointed to assist the court. B, something for something. C, on its own motion. D, voice of the people, the opinion of the majority of the people. Now you match them. 1D, 2B,
Sir,
3B, 4A.
excuse me, sir, what's the 29th answer, sir?
Repeat.
29th. Which country has no written constitution?
I
None
have
of
given
the
the
above.
answer, no. UK, New Zealand, and Israel, these are the three countries which doesn't have the written constitution.
So in that D is correct, sir. None of the above.
None of the above is the answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So I told it correctly, sir.
Yeah. None of the above is the answer. Okay. For the 30th question, which is the right answer? 1D, 2B, 3C, 4A, 1D, 2C, 3B, 4A, 1C, 2D, 3B, 4A, 1D, 2C, 3A, 4B. I gave the feedback also down. Even you could not in a position to say.
The answer C, sir.
You have to give the answer in the Professor Hussain style. Shoot, even though it is wrong.
Answer is C, sir.
30th
I think
question,
D.
right answer is B. That is 1D, 2C, 3B, 4A. So here, amicus curiae means a friend of court or a member of the bar who is appointed to assist the court. Quid pro quo, something for something. Suo moto, on its own motion. Vox populi. 31st question. మీరు మాట్లాడితే నాకు వినబడుతుంది. What you are speaking, I could hear your voice. Please mute it. Mute it when you want to speak in different way. Okay. Which is not the source of the Constitution of India?
Ordinals. D, sir.
See,
D.
sometimes no, RDLs also kept it, but RDLs are Mudanamakalam. RDLs are Mudanamakalam. So naturally, that will not be there, the source of it. Custom is there, legislation is there, precedent is there. We can use it, but RDL generally it cannot be made. RDLs and ఏంటి చెప్పండి sir? ఒక example ఏంటి నాకు? You give the example for the RDLs. If the Sita want to be sure she is a Pativrata, what she has to do the RDL?
To attempt the murder, she attempt the fire, sir.
She has to pass through the fire. That is the RDL. Okay, let's come to the 32nd question. Which of the bodies not mentioned in the Constitution of India? Finance Commission, Union Public Service Commission, National Commission for the Scheduled Tribe, or National Human Rights Commission? In the body of the Constitution of India, which one is not mentioned?
D, sir. National Human Rights Commission.
Yes. For 32 question, the answer is D. There is a National Human Rights Commission is not mentioned in the Constitution of India. Now the 33rd question, which is not a constitutional bodies in India. India has no national language as per the Constitution of Hindi and English. The official language as per the 343 Indian Constitution, the official language of the Union of shall be Hindi, written in Devagari script. That is Election Commission, Control of Auditor in General, or Niti Udyog or special officer for the linguistic minorities. It is a Niti Udyog. Planning commission is not there in the bodies, but the rest of the other things, election commission is there, controller and the editor general is there, special officer for the linguistic minorities is there, and there is a commission for the ST/SC also be there in the body of it. Okay. Which article of the Indian Constitution deals with the borrowing by the government of India? Borrowing by the government of India. Article
Article 291.
292 is the right answer for the C. 34th question, the right answer is Article C, that is Article 292. And which is the national monument in India? Taj Mahal, Red Fort, India Gate, Qutub Minar.
Sir, Taj Mahal, sir, 35th answer is an A, Taj Mahal, sir.
Run.
Red Fort, sir.
Run.
India
Minar.
Gate, sir. India
India
Gate, sir.
Gate. India Gate, which is the national monument in India. India Gate. The right answer for the 35th question is C, India Gate. Okay. Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with the official language? Yes. Which part? 10, 15, 16, 17.
17, sir. D.
17 is the right answer. Part 17 of the Indian Constitution incorporates the Article 343 to Article 351 has a provision to deal with the official language of India. Okay. Next 37 question. The Indian Constitution, the idea of the Union of States in Indian Constitution has been derived from which Constitution? A Union of State in the India Constitution. It is derived from the Constitution of Belgium, Australian Constitution, Constitution of Colombia, Constitution of Bhutan.
Australian, sir.
It is Australian because I already gave in the feedback also. Okay, it is Australian Constitution. They borrowed the word a union of state in the Indian Constitution. 38th question. Which article of the Indian Constitution directs the state to take steps to separate the judiciary from the executive in the public service of the state? Which article deals about it? State to take the steps to separate the judiciary from the executive in the public service of the state. Article. The right answer for the 30th question is B, Article 50. Article 50 of the Indian Constitution includes the separation of the judiciary from the executive. Now 39. How many fundamental duties are noticed in the Constitution of India? I say fundamental duties.
9, sir.
It is 11. It is 11 fundamental duties are there noticed in the Indian Constitution. The fundamental duties are included in the Article 51A, Part 4A, with the 42nd Amendment 1976 as incorporated. 48. Federalism is taken in the Indian Constitution from the which of the following countries? Federalism. From which follow the countries they have taken the word federalism? Australia, Canada, Germany, Italy. Answer.
Canada, sir.
Yes,
Huh?
you're right. Pramila, you are right. 48th question, right answer is B, Canada. Federalism taken in the Indian Constitution from Canada. Okay, now next 41 question. Which of the given article of the Indian Constitution prescribes for the submission of an annual report of the work done by the State Public Service Commission? Answer is Article 323B. 41 question, right answer is B, Article 323. And here Article 323 of the Article Indian Constitution prescribes for the submission of annual report of the work done by the State Public Service Commission to the Governor of the state. 42nd. Yes, what does the 10th schedule of the Indian Constitution contains? Provisions relating to disqualification of the ground defection. Still 5 minutes are there. And administration of the control of the tribunal area of North Eastern are the powers of the authority and responsibility of the municipalities. D. Administration of the control scheduled areas of the scheduled tribes. The answer is 10th schedule of the Indian Constitution contains the provisions relating to the first one, disqualification on the ground of defection. The A is the right answer. Provision relating to disqualification on the ground of defection is given in the 10th schedule of the Indian Constitution of India. Now the 43rd question. Which article of the Indian Constitution describes the taxes are levied and collected by the center but distributed among the center and the states? Which article says? Which article give the power for the Indian Constitution? Taxes would be collected, then later it will be distributed among the other states, center and state. Article 270 of the Indian Constitution describe the taxes are levied and collected by the state center but distributed between the center and the state, sharing the proceeds of all the union taxes between the center and the state, come under the Article 270. 44th, the law-making procedure in the Indian Constitution has been inconsiderably influenced by the Constitution of what? Which country? The law-making procedure in the Indian Constitution has been inconsistently influenced by the Constitution of Indian Constitution. Japan. The procedure established by law is taken from the Japanese. Here Japan means the B is the right answer. B is the right answer for the question. Then how much time did it take for the creation of the Indian Constitution? How many days? 2 years?
2 years,
Sir,
11 months and 8.
45 questions, sir. B answer, sir. 2 years, 11 months and 18 days, sir.
Yes, you are right.
B.
It's a 2B. 45th is a 2 years, 11 months and 18 days taken to write the Indian Constitution. Yes, which article of the Indian Constitution deal with the imposition of the president rule?
Article
375.
Article 356 of the Indian Constitution deal with the imposition of the president rule. 356. Then 47. Which of the given schedule of the Indian Constitution is included in the Gram Panchayats? Article 11 of the Indian Constitution.
Schedule 12.
Schedule 11, sir. Sir, answer
Schedule
B, sir.
12.
Schedule 11, sir.
Answer is 47 years. Schedule 11. Yes, 48. During the Constitution Assembly debate, B.R. Ambedkar had said that dash is the heart and soul of the Constitution. Which article?
32, sir.
It is C, Article 32. 48th question, right answer is C, Article 32. 49, match the cases from 1A and from 2. The National Legal Service Authority, Union of India, and Indian Young Lawyers Association, State of Kerala, Joseph Shine versus Union of India, Vishaka versus State of Rajasthan, and here part 2, the intended to protect the women from the workplace, struck down the article section 497 of the APG, Sabarimala temple entry, third gender. The right answer is given over here is A, 1D, 2C, 3B, 4A. National Legal Service Authority versus Union of India is a third gender case. Indian Young Lawyers Association versus State of Kerala is a Sabarimala case. Joseph Shine is the struck down of the 497, and Vishaka is the intended to protect the women from the workplace. The last question is fifth. Chairman Railway Board versus Chandrima Das. Yes. It deals about what? Principle. A, it was held by the government, will not be vicariously liable. B, if the government will be partially vicariously liable. C, it was held by the government will be 1.5 vicariously liable. D, it was held government will be vicariously liable. The answer is D, it was held that the government will be vicariously liable for the tortious act of its employees. Because Railway Nilayamo, Calcutta, they gang raped the girl, and that is the case law which is made over there. So tomorrow, okay, tomorrow what we are going to deal tomorrow? Tell me. Tomorrow,
Criminal- PRPC, sir.
what is that? Criminal
PRPC.
Procedure Code. 10
Yes,
mark
sir.
question. So tomorrow case law that please read this Criminal Procedure Code law. Before I could finish the 4 options, you should be in a position to give the answer. That is the spirit. That is the way you can test your memory. You can test your graspness. What I want to say is. So now at any time it is going to be finished. And if you're taken, yes, Vijay Kumar is clapping.